Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful day in the Finger Lakes. It's a Monday, the 29th of August, 2016. Hard to believe Labor Day next Monday. Welcome to Weber This Week in the Finger Lakes. Hey, the big news, obviously, continuing is the Lago Resort and Casino, scheduled to open up, fingers crossed, February 2017. And it's great to have a couple of guests coming in that know a little bit about this casino. My friend Jeff Babinski, Executive Vice President, General Manager of Lago. Jeff, good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, Harold.
Good to see you. And a gentleman who I met at the Cafe 19 a couple weeks ago, the Senior Vice President of HR, Jerry Moran. Jerry, thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Good morning. Well, we're going to get right to it, as they say. You know, we've got, I had the opportunity, along with Jimmy Seneca, our owner and director of the show, go out to Lago, the site last Thursday. Let's give out kudos to a young man named Eric Wright. Jeff was going to do it, but Jeff got tied up, and Eric Wright did a wonderful job taking us on a tour. Why? Jimmy was going to shoot some video. Without further ado, let's show you what Jimmy shot, and Jeff can make some comments as we go through it.
So here right now we have the hotel to our right, and we're looking at the main entrance to the casino. Obviously, you're going to have the dumpsters removed, but we're in the center of the casino right now. Behind us would be the main entrance. To the left was Savor New York. As you're looking down this main entrance, to the left and right, there will both be slot machines. Straight ahead would be the cage, and as we pan towards the right, Portico by Fabio Viviani is over there. We'll make our way in towards the casino, and we can tell you what's going on there. But the construction team out there has been doing an amazing job. As you can see, the ceiling work is starting to take shape, and the very fine and detailed ceiling work is in. You know, that is all fiberglass prefabricated before it actually gets to the site. And they install it, and then we have the painters come in, and they do an amazing job at painting it. You know, and right now, we have over 400 construction workers on site daily, and when the interior of the hotel starts to take shape, we'll have over 600 construction workers on site. This shot right here is looking back towards Savor New York and the food court. Those archways that you see will be 3 food court vendors, and right now we're looking at, you know, kind of hamburgers, pizza, Asian. Just another shot looking back towards Savor New York. And again, the fine work that's going into the ceiling and the studs, and there's a lot of unique features out there. And this is some of the ceiling work that is, it's coming right from the parking garage. And right now our back would be to the parking garage. To the left would be Vine. And as you can see, this area right here will actually have table games going down there, going down the road. And there is Vine. The parking garage, which was another prefab, was all constructed before it was brought to the site. And then several tractor trailers came in, and it went together really like, I don't want to call it a Lego set, but it was put together in pieces, and it went up real quick. I think Jimmy loves the ceiling work. So just another shot. This is the Vine. That actually will be the main entrance to the Vine, which is a 2,500 capacity entertainment venue. And, you know, we're going to have some great concerts. We're looking to do comedians, country acts, old time rock and roll. Those are just some of the things that we think will work in there. Yes, you're actually inside the Vine right now. Above us would be the second floor, and as we pan left, where you see that JLG lift, the stage is directly behind that.
And we should point out they'll have a first-class entertainment. I mean, technical side of it.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
be the top of the line.
Yep.
Sound systems and so forth.
And then this is, I mean, I think you guys are on stage right
on
here.
stage, yeah.
Yep.
So you're looking at the mezzanine and then the third level, which will be the VIP area.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be a bad seat in the house. So if you're into comedians, country, old time rock and roll, definitely want to come out and get your tickets early. I expect that they're going to sell fast.
I no doubt.
2,500 people is the capacity?
Yeah, you can get 1,800 seats comfortably, and then we'll have space for standing room only.
It's a cage?
Yeah, you're in the back of the cage, but I mean, you see everything that's going up in the ceiling, the piping and all the cabling and
Yeah,
everything is
it's
just
amazing to see.
Yeah.
The coordination of it all was what was most amazing to me.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing their own thing, but it's producing this, giant structure, city inside
It
a
is.
building.
To the left there, we just had a glimpse of the Farmers Market Buffet, which will have a little over 275 seats. Farm to table, fresh foods, quality food. But it's a restaurant that's going to get high turnover. I can't wait to see those archways done. I mean, it takes a lot to go into making those
Right.
beforehand, just putting the studs in, but then you get into the fine detail work and it's going to look amazing. Right there, straight ahead, you have that archway, and then that main opening is the poker room.
Which will be very busy.
Yes. And then as you pan a little to the right, you start to see kind of the outer walls of Portico. And then as we say that, we're inside Portico.
How many will be able to be seated in Portico?
Right around 188
Wow.
when you include the bar. It's actually a great spot. It's going to be amazing food. We partner with Fabio Viviani. He was in town a couple weeks ago, and people asked, "Well, why?" And I'm like, "Well, it's the perfect pairing. I mean, he's a very talented chef."
Right.
And he's outgoing. He's got a great personality, and to me, it was just the right fit.
Mm-hmm.
So where's this?
We're definitely back at house.
Yeah, because this structure has to fit the offices and the employee rooms, and
So right now we're at the loading dock.
That's going to be a busy area.
Very busy.
Oh, my God. By the way, if you're just joining us as Weber this week, Jeff Babinski, Jerry Moran, Del Lago Resort and Casino. We're showing video of Jimmy Senecropi's work last week at the Del Lago site. So we're spanning through it if you just joined us. Good to have you along.
Right now we're in the employee restrooms, and we just switched over to the executive offices. They're located on the second floor and near Vine, so which we'll be at in a second. But this is going to house our accounts payable, our accounts receivable, our entire finance team, our marketing team, several of the executives, and now we're up on the second floor, the mezzanine level of the Vine.
look at that view of the stage if you're
Yep.
first row in that second level.
Yeah, it's a great view of the stage right there.
So intimate, for 2,500 people, that's an intimate, place to watch a show, no doubt. And there's seating in the third level, too, then behind them?
Yes, correct. Right up there, as we're panning to the left and up, that is the VIP area.
We got it all. The utilities, the utility room.
It's important. Got to have lights.
Yep.
You got to have IT infrastructure. Got to have heating and cooling. And more importantly, got to have power to those slot machines.
And backup power, right? There's
Backup power, too.
a lot of generators in case of a power outage.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you'll have an UPS system, uninterrupted power supply. That'll kick on, and then within fractions of a second, the generators will kick on, the UPS will go offline, and the generators will work until the power is restored. So this is coming from the bus drop-off. So the bus drop-off, we didn't want it in front of the building to impede, everybody who was coming into the casino. So we were directing all the buses towards the back of the building. Here's the porte cochere.
Right.
So they'll come in, again, covered. So if it's raining,
Right.
you'll be able to get off the bus without, enduring the weather. But you'll walk in, and then I think we have a shot later on of where the escalators are going to put you basically right into the casino and right by the farmers market buffet.
Nice.
There it is.
There it is. Imagine you got the left and the right escalator. They'll go down, and that's the casino below us.
Neat. And as you know, Jerry, bus tours are important with casinos. A lot of buses come.
And we're going to be taking care of them from when they get off the bus right through. We understand that they're going to be hungry, so let's take care of them first.
Right.
So we're just in the hallway, and that hallway really leads from the main building to the second floor of the hotel. And, the main area right here that we're looking at that is going to be important is the laundry area. To wash all the linens and napkins and everything that goes along with executing this on a day-to-day basis.
And here, they're pulling more wiring. You can imagine the hundreds of miles of wiring and cabling that has to go through.
This is a hotel now?
Yes, we are on the hotel. We're on the second floor. The outdoor framing is going up as we speak, and the team is doing an amazing job. We've been saying 6 months after the casino opens in February, but at the rate they're going, they're gonna beat that 6 months. So
Way ahead of schedule.
Yeah, the professionalism, both in the organization and the execution, I've never seen in 30 years of watching construction. It's unbelievably well done. And the quality is top-notch.
Yeah.
And we're going to feel so proud working in this building that these guys are building, these guys and girls are building. It's amazing.
I guess some of those corner suites are going to be pretty nice in the hotel.
You think,
they
Jim?
are.
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, the whole walk around was amazing, and they were explaining to us here that these actually are going to be some structures that spray paint they're actually going to be pillars, and so still a lot of work to do, but
they're already framing the outside, they're framing the inside. And like you said, it's not even Labor Day.
I know.
and this is the top floor of the hotel, quite a view.
Yeah, I looked down. I remember that trip. At the end of it, I saw Jeff coming up. I said, oh, boy, got to get down here. Jerry said he likes heights. I'm not a big height guy, but we got up and we got down. It was fun. Again, if you're just joining us, this is a video that we've been shooting. Jim has shot a bunch of video for Del Lago Resort Casino. If you just joined us on Weber This Week, Jeff Babinski, along with Jerry Moran, are in the studio, giving a little play-by-play of what we collected via film. And we'll be doing this every bit of while. We'll get out there and give you some more updates and go from there. So, great. We're back, and some interesting video. And again, we will continue to check on the progress and be out there and continue to show you additional video as it becomes more and more ready to launch, as they say, right, Jeff? Again, Jeff, talk a little bit about you had some information meetings. Give us a quick caps on how that went well, and you got some dealer schools coming up.
Yes, so we last Sunday, or a week ago Sunday, we had a an open house at Clyde Firehouse, or at McGee Firehouse, and then this past Wednesday at Clyde Firehouse. So had a good turnout. Everyone is excited. My discussion was only supposed to last about 20 minutes, for a Q&A and kind of give them the details about dealer school. But the first one at McGee went 50 minutes, and the first one at Clyde went an hour and 10 minutes. So there was a lot of great questions from a lot of potential team members. So they're very excited. So what's happening is we're gearing up, and we're going to start interviewing for the local residents who are interested in learning how to deal table games. And we're looking to train 480 at no cost to them. Sure. The only thing it's going to cost them is their time and energy that they want to put in and learn that craft. So we'll have a first semester class that starts October 3rd. The second semester starts November 28th. The times are 8 to 12, 1 to 5, and 6 to 10. First semester, we're looking to train 240. The second semester, another 240.
So that is good news, and if you're interested, certainly go to dellago.com and then check out. You'll get an opportunity to see Ask the GM. That's a feature that Jeff's been doing since he came on board, and it's a great feature, by the way. Any questions you have to ask, he'll be more than glad to give you an answer. But I'll tell you what, let's take our commercial break, and we want to talk to Jerry about, he's got to have one of the toughest jobs in the world, because I guess every time you make a step anywhere, somebody's coming up to you say, hey, I want to work at Del Lago. Absolutely. We'll talk to Jerry about how I hope he's got an amassed team, because it sounds like pretty amazing what he's going to be facing, trying to bring in all these folks and put them on the payroll and hire them and all that stuff. We'll get to Jerry Moran after we scroll. And by the way, Jeff, before we scroll, the last time you sat in this chair, you wondered why during the scroll of the Weber show you did not see Del Lago. Guess what? You're on. Let's roll it. Cayuga Lake National Bank. Visit Bill Ryan and his team for all of your banking needs. Offices in Union Springs and Aurora, a fine sponsor of this show for over 30 years. DA Liquor on Bridge Street in Seneca Falls. Amy Padula and her team will find the right spirit for you every time. When you stop in, tell Amy the dog sent you. Steve Wadhams and Wadhams Enterprises, your local employer of choice. Proud supporter of Weber This Week and local athletics. Fill out an application at wadhams.com. The Gould Hotel welcomes you to come out and enjoy the revitalization of this historic downtown Seneca Falls landmark. Every Wednesday is Ladies' Night with special price drinks and half-priced appetizers. Learn more at thegouldhotel.com. The Omen Theater on William Street in Lyons. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Located off New York State Thruway Exit 41, the McGee Diner has earned their reputation as a popular family restaurant, serving country, fresh, home-cooked meals daily. Stop in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and check out their menu at mcgeediner.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. It's also the Cicino's way. It's time to get connected. Cicino's is now offering online web ordering. Located on Main Street in Waterloo, 401 Exchange Street in Geneva. Place your order today at Cicinos.com. Del Lago Resort and Casino will feature a luxurious 205-room hotel, several restaurants ranging from casual to fine dining, and a 2,500-capacity entertainment venue called The Vine. The casino will have 2,000 slot machines, 75 table games, and 10 poker tables. Visit www.dellagoresort.com. Seneca Metals is an award-winning company that has earned a reputation of going above and beyond to protect the environment and support their community. As an EPA inspector once said, their operation is head and shoulders above the rest. The Seneca Falls Country Club, awesome 18-hole layout, open to the public, and a 12-month payment plan for members. Check out SenecaFallsCountryClub.com. And the Newark Pilots of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, a minor league team with a major league ballpark. Season ticket packages available at NewarkPilots.com. And the Wilson Press in Seneca Falls,
My good pal Rich Ricky and his team can handle all of your printing and mailing needs. Visit them online at wpress.com. Rich Ricky and Wilson Press, a fine sponsor of Weber This Week.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a dog with you on a Monday, a beautiful Monday. Of course, next week we won't be here. It's Labor Day, a little day off. That doesn't hurt here in the schedule. By the way, when we resume on the 12th, we'll have Ted Flock and an associate coming in to talk about the Trinity Church of downtown Seneca Falls, down the road here, down the street, I should say. They're going to plug their annual signature event, Denim and Diamonds, a great charity event for the church, helps the church out big time. They'll be here on the 12th. So we look forward to that. And the 19th of September, our Minders Academy Hall of Fame, the new inductees have been announced for this year in October. Rod Verkey.
My wife
Aha!
is being inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
She was a member of Minders' first and only sectional volleyball champs in 19-something.
When are you being enshrined?
Well, I played golf for Minders, and
Okay.
we never lost a golf match. Not my entire high school career did we ever lose. So I think now that she's in, I'm going to have to get somebody to write a letter on our behalf.
I'll give up golf today and write the letter.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, so that'll be on the Rod Verkey, John Cabacho will be talking about the inductees in September the 19th, I should say. Jerry Moran, of course, I was thinking about you coming in. I met you at Cafe 19. I certainly I came up with an analogy before I came into the studio this morning, thinking about what you're facing. And I remember working at Gould's, and I was in charge of customer service. I had 15 reports, and it was a crazy summer. It was wild. Man, we couldn't do anything right. There were issues on top of issues, and it was basically in customer service area, which I was in charge of. And as you guys know, being in the management side of it, the buck stops there at the top. And I recall going down to see my boss because I was a little bit fretted about this, and I sat down and I said, Tony, I got this issue, this issue, this issue, this issue. He got up, shut his door, and he said, hey, dog, you do a great job. He said, let me give you a tip. I said, what's that? What's that? How do you eat an elephant? I go, I don't know. One bite at a time.
Yep.
Never forget that. And I've learned from that because I'm thinking of you, and I'm thinking, here's a guy that's eventually going to hire some 1,800 people when you're up and running, full speed ahead. Everything is working. Everything is rolling. There's really not a whole lot of things. The casino is raring to go. How does one address that? And I'm sure you're getting tons of people writing you or trying to write you or get a hold of you. How do you look at that? That's going to be quite. I know this is not your first rodeo, by the way, in the casino hospitality side of it. It just seems amazingly a big chunk to deal with. But you do it one day at a time?
One day at a time and one bite at a time.
Okay.
That's exactly the attitude I'm coming into. It's amazing. We know we're opening in February.
Right.
But my timeline, where my eyes are right now, is noon today.
Okay. Okay.
What do I have to get done by noon today? Every day I write down 6 things I got to get done today.
Okay.
And if I get through 5 of them, good. The 6th one goes to, well, after dinner. Let's put it that way. And what we're really looking at right now is dealer school.
Sure.
We have 240 seats
Right.
available for dealer school that starts October 3rd. So really, anybody who has ever considered working in a casino and is curious about it, please apply online and apply for dealer, not dealer school. We want you to apply for dealer. And we're going to start setting up group interviews next week. So we have over 250 people have applied already. And they're all going to be contacted this week, and we're going to start setting them up for group interviews next week. And that's the other way we do it, is if we had to individually interview every person, that would stretch on to the
forever.
Yeah. And honestly, think about it. We're talking about a casino entertainment environment. We want to find out how people interact with each other, as well as the person they're interviewing. So that's the advantage of a group interview. So when I mean a group interview, it's not like there's a bunch of people interviewing you.
Right.
It's you with a bunch of people, and we're talking to the group of you and seeing how you're doing. We want personality first. We'll take care of the training there. You will graduate. If you stick through it and you do well and you have the talent for it, you'll graduate with a certificate. By the way, that's good anywhere, at any casino in the country, showing that you have mastered this skill. And that will automatically qualify you for what we call an audition, where you have to actually audition for the position.
Which isn't all bad.
And the position, we're looking at starting people at $7.50 an hour. We're anticipating $10 an hour in toques. And put that all together, that's $35,000 a year. That's not chopped liver.
No, I know.
I can live on $35,000 a
Sure.
year and pay my bills and help my family. We're looking for full-time, part-time, primarily full-time now too. But we're willing to train up to 480 people for free. Other places are charging $500 or $2,000 to learn how to be a dealer.
So your point to our viewers, and please note, Jerry Moran is the guy involved in this, Senior Vice President of HR, so he's making the call how this is all going to work. Online, you're not going to be taking letters into the, individuals are not going to be knocking on your door. You want to go online because obviously you need to review and go from there.
And there's about 9 questions that I don't make them mandatory,
right?
But they're questions about what you think about volunteering. We're going to be very engaged with the community around here, and we want people who are engaged with the community. We're going to be training our people not just on how to deal cards. We're going to be training them on problem gambling. We're going to be training them on what's in the community, and so that when we're talking to people from out of town, we can refer them down to the local pizzerias. We can refer them to the Gould. We can refer them to Montezuma Reserve.
Sure.
We want people to be engaged. So we want our team members to feel like they're not only helping their own family, but they're helping their neighbors and their communities, because that's how engaged we are.
All right, so you heard it right from the horse's mouth. Jerry Moran's telling it the way it is. Yeah, I like it. Mr. Red. I like it, the fact that looking for professionals. Jeff, when we first met, we hit it off as friends, and certainly I appreciate the tough task you had ahead of you putting all this together, and I know you will bring it out on the right side, and it'll be an exciting venture. You touched base with me regarding dog. I remember you telling me we can train people to do anything, but people have to have the right attitude, the right professionalism, and there's no give and take on that. You got to come to Del Lago every day ready to serve the customer base, because, as you know, if you don't serve them and if you don't please them, they won't return. You know better than anybody.
Correct.
So talk a little bit about what you really mean by that. You want people to leave any issues at home and come to Del Lago and be that ambassador.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of places they can go within this market, and everyone can pretty much put the same slot machine we put on the floor, offer the same table games. You're going to try to do entertainment, not as good as us.
Right.
They have restaurants and hotels. So the thing that I talk about at New Hire Orientation, and what I talked about at the open houses, is that it's very important. If I'm here or not, the show is still going to go on, and I need 1,800 team members who love coming to work every single day and want to give us 120%. And, they do that by really following my number one rule as the general manager, and that's to smile and have fun. Because, as you said it, if they don't have a good time when they're in our place, before they even hit their car in the parking garage, they'll be on their mobile device on social media going, that was just an awful experience.
Bingo.
We don't want that.
No,
we want them leaving going, man, when our friends and family are in town, for the holidays, whatnot, come on, let's go. We're going to Del Lago Resort and Casino.
And that's important. And Jerry, it's hard to believe we're almost at 10 o'clock. I loved one of your comments when you were on earlier with Josh Durso, you and Jeff, a few weeks ago on his program. I love the analogy and the comparison that you wanted to take Del Lago Resort and Casino and benchmark it with Wegmans. And Absolutely. I always love that, because my wife is she could be Mary Wegmans. She loves the store, loves the way they operate. And I'm sort of anal at 71 and a half years old. I'm sort of anal about when I go into places. I like the staff to look decent, sharp, not a shirt that they've worn for 6 straight days, not baggy pants where they look terrible. Wegmans brings it home, and they are amazing, as you know, because that's your field. They vote number 1 in the country as best place to work, top 5 every year. They pay their employees well, but I've never, ever, and my wife can speak volumes on Wegmans, I've never seen any of their people ever act cross to you. They're so professional. Yep. And those managers, if there's 28 carts ready to roll out at Thanksgiving time in that store in Geneva, the management people will go and run the register
Yes.
to cash you out. That is phenomenal, and they just do it the right way.
Right.
And I think your comment, speak a little bit about that. I think that's a classy move, the way you want to benchmark.
We need to have, like Jeff said, we need to have our guests walking out of there, and when they say, somebody mentions Del Lago,
Boom.
they smile. Just like when I say Wegmans around here, people go smile.
That's right.
Now, getting there is a challenge. Wegmans didn't flip a switch and make that happen.
Agreed.
And it doesn't start with, but it either is brought to the fruition by management supporting the team. Management is there to lead, not manage. And we have to recognize that our people are family members of the community, and when they come into work, like Jeff says, we want them to come to work and feel good about it.
Sure.
I want them, as the HR geek, I want them to, when they go home, saying, I had a great day at work. I worked with an incredible team. My management's got my back. And we're all in this together. And when they go home and they mention to their friends that they work at Del Lago, I want their friends to sit there and say, can you help me get a job?
Very good.
That's the aspiration. And that's part of the reasons why we're using group interviews, because the group interviews helps us understand how people are with each other. And that's critical.
Well, certainly is. The clock strikes 10. I certainly know you guys have got a lot on your plate, so I'm going to get you out of here. I just want to thank you, Jeff, for coming in. We'll get you back soon. Thanks again.
Thank you, Harold.
And, of course, Jerry, go ahead.
Can I say one more
Sure,
thing?
go
Anybody who's interested in becoming a dealer, we are a non-smoking casino. So anybody who's currently a dealer and wants to get out of the smoke, apply for a dealer job. Or if you're afraid that, I'm a dealer and it's smoking, not with Del Lago.
Very good. And I can see Mary dancing at home as well with that comment. So that's great. Jerry, having met you once and having you come on the show, I appreciate you taking time out to come in.
Great to talk with you.
We look forward to having you guys back. And down the road, folks, we are looking at the possibility down the road when the thing gets a little more thing to go do the show maybe at noontime out there right at the site. And that'll be fun, too. As we continue to trumpet the Del Lago Resort and Casino, we appreciate them taking time out of their busy schedule. So without further ado, check it out. As Jerry pointed out, check on that DelLago.com. Look for job postings. They're interested. Dealer School coming up and a whole lot more. So for Jeff Babinski, Jerry Moran, Jimmy Seneca, the dog, bidding you farewell. Enjoy your Labor Day, everybody. We'll catch you in a couple of weeks.